I'm Dave Starling, and I'm very grateful to so many of you for opening up your home to me and letting me visit with you. It's been truly a joy and an enlightening experience that I've been thrilled to participate in. For those of you that I haven't met with, to let you know a little bit about myself, I've lived in Provo for the last 20 years. 22 years I've been married to my wife. We have 3 daughters. They've been primarily educated through the public school system. And today, as Mayor Billings stepped up to me and was speaking, he said, "Now I kind of understand you're an education candidate because you're a teacher." And I said, "Well, I am a teacher, but I believe in choice in education, and have chosen at times to send my children to other sources than public ed. I've homeschooled, I have private school, and dual enrolled. And I presented to the mayor that I am primarily a businessman. I've owned a business prior to teaching, sold it, and feel fortunate that I've been able to afford to teach. And I love working in the public schools. I think that gives me a great insight into the largest budget item at the state level. Most of the items that, as I approach issues, I would rely on my first degree, and that is in economics. A unique form of thinking. We look to the economists to guide our national budgets, and the legislators look to people like Alan Greenspan as the economist. Different than business training, provides wonderful insight into decision-making processes, forecasting models, and analysis. My wife petitioned me a few years ago with her doctorate degree in clinical psychology to open up a drug treatment center. So for the last 3.5 years, we've been working, providing treatment to the state children that have been adjudicated. They've been arrested for drug issues or crime issues, and has given us a great insight into one of the primary issues and problems here in our state and in our county. I've also spent the last 5 legislative sessions, the majority of the Fridays, I've been up there observing the legislators in session. And as I learned how their processes work and sent out notes to different legislators, I've had the opportunity to meet with every single legislator in the state of Utah, with, oddly enough, one exception. The man I'm hoping to replace, Jeff Alexander, never met with me. And as I met with him at his business a few weeks ago, and we were talking about the different things that I presented, and he commented that at this stage, of all the candidates, he felt like I had the most legislative experience with the current legislators. And I took that as a nice statement. Please don't overstate that as an endorsement from Jeff. He is not endorsing anyone, as I understand. But on my own time, I've been up there learning about the process, and that's given me a great excitement and joy for the legislative process. And I hope to be your legislator. Thank you very much.
I'm asking for your nomination to serve as your representative because I am qualified, have time to serve, and know I will make a positive difference in the legislature. My desire to serve at this time is motivated by the recent births of 5 grandchildren and the drug-related death of a friend's son, and the realization of increased threats to our families posed by internet predators, drug dealers, and drunk drivers, as well as increased needs to provide better roads and transportation, growing educational demands, and orderly planning for our present and future phenomenal growth. The rising generation deserves at least the best of what our parents tried to provide to us in each of these critical areas of our lives. I was raised in Provo. My mother, Betty B. Ashworth, was also a local businesswoman. My father, Dallas Ashworth, was a prominent architect whose firm designed many of the buildings in our area, including the one we're sitting in now, the Provo City Center. I attended BY High School, where I served as student body president, and BYU, attaining a BA cum laude in history and political science, and went on to graduate from the University of Utah College of Law in 1975. Again, my name is Brent Ashworth. In the 30 years since earning my law degree, I have been a prosecutor, served as vice president and legal counsel to two of our largest area corporations, have been a legal and business consultant to several others in Utah and California, and am currently in private practice as well as own a small business here on Center Street, B. Ashworth, Inc. I have served in my church and our community in many capacities, including as chairman of the Provo Library Board and chairman of the Provo Landmarks Commission, which I still presently serve on. I co-founded the George E. Freestone Boy Scout Museum just down the road. With my wife Charlene and I, we raised our 9 children here. As our last child is leaving on his mission to Sweden soon, we will be empty nesters. And I am my own boss and will have time to devote as your representative. I will make a difference in the legislature because I have grown up in this community, know our needs in areas such as law enforcement, transportation, education, and orderly growth, and have spent my working life honing my skills in business and law on behalf of those I represent. In the process, I have learned to work with people of many and varied interests. I've had to learn to compromise when needed and to seek the advice of those with additional knowledge and experience when necessary. I will hit the road running. Again, my name is Brent Ashworth. I am qualified, have the time, and will make a difference in the legislature, and I ask for your support. Thank you.